everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Carr's Raiders going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Oakland Raiders. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to him because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. It finds Crabtree for the completion. Michael Crabtree's going to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, 74 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. In their game against San Fran last week, Ezekiel Elliott up over 100 yards, 147, actually led all runners in the NFL on Sunday.
His second consecutive 100-yard game, and if he's going to continue to stack games like that together, Dallas is going to be tough to deal with because when he sets the tone, he sets the tempo running it, everything else plays off of it very well. Hey, Des Bryant had a big game out wide catching the ball. No small part because of Ezekiel Elliott setting it up in the run game.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. Give him 27 yards that time. And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a 1st down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll run it now with Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And on 2nd and 10 now. Prescott off play action. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Again to Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move as they face a 2nd down here. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Carr now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Now that incompletion gives us an opportunity to talk about what some people dubbed Shutout Sunday this last week in the NFL. Well, we have 3 shutouts that we saw?
Yeah, for the first time since 2012, matched the total number of shutouts all of last season. How about Denver getting shut out by the Chargers? That's the first shutout for the Broncos since 1992, 394 games worth. So that's a big deal. The Colts, goose egg against Jacksonville. Jacksonville also put 10 sacks on them in that game. And the Cardinals went all the way to London, Twickenham Stadium, in fact, to get shut out by their division rival, LA Rams.
Defenses reign supreme. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. First down, the run with Lynch. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On second down, Lynch finds a seam inside the 40. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Getting the call, Lynch running left. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. To throw on third down, Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. They'll run with Elliott. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Carr to throw on 2nd down. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. It's a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Yeah, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They go play action here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Now that incompletion gives me a chance to go in a different direction. You know, a few teams we've been talking about in the NFL that have had offensive explosions this year after struggles in the past, and one you mentioned, the Chiefs.
Yeah, think about it. Kareem Hunt, the rookie out of Toledo, has been phenomenal at tailback, but Alex Smith has opened it up on offense. I'm sure the drafting of Pat Mahomes had nothing to do at all with Alex Smith now becoming a bomber downfield.
And then the Saints, we've talked about them nearly every week. What they've done, it's kind of a flip-flop of what we've seen in recent years.
Well, you start with the obligatory Drew Brees is great, and he still is, but they're running the ball more. It's the defense that's been the issue for them that now is actually carrying them. This 4-game winning streak has been all about the defense. Plenty of takeaways and a lot of sacks.
And then the Rams.
Oh, my God, the Rams. Well, for years, we always said they were good field, no hit, meaning their defense was terrific, but they couldn't score on offense. Add Sean McVay in as the new head coach, and they have opened it up in a huge way. An absolute offensive juggernaut. They're leading the league in scoring.
On the counter, Elliott. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Second down following the run. Off the play fake, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Bruce Irvin from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And while there is no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Bailey now to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. And the D looking like they may blitz. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On is the punter, King, to send it away. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have. And what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Elliott, toss right. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Prescott now steps away. And this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Prescott. This is going to be incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
Because they have, you're right, they have had no room to breathe. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Cowboys. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And a solid run down inside the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. He's got his man. It's Williams. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. The give is to Elliott, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain. That good for 22 and a first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott in the final minute. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation. But to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now... ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he's got some space here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. To throw his car. The quick slant caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come out here in the I. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr with 9 seconds remaining. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. They've got his man complete. And now they get the timeout call. So they got one of the big plays that they needed. Can they do it again? Don't change that dial. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 3 seconds to go, if it's good, we're off to overtime. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
Select the team you want to join. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Your season starts now. everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on backs, ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Dak Prescott's Cowboys going up against Ryan's Falcons.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. A few moments ago, it was Desmond Trufant of the Falcons making their way out of the tunnel to the delight of this sold-out crowd as his guys get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Defense showing blitz.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards.
Look, it's real simple. Julio Jones is not a one-trick pony by any stretch, but his ability to go up in the air and take the ball away from everyone, forget 50-50s. When it's the moment of truth and someone has to come down with the football, I'm betting Julio Jones usually does.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on fourth down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Offense looking to avoid a third and long. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
On third down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
What stands to reason it gives Zeke the ball there? I mean, let's face it. Last year, led the league in first downs picked up.
Yeah, 91 of them, 19 more than second-place David Johnson.
You can see the confidence that the team has in him touching the football. Offensive line wants to block even harder because of him.
The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. This is Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Bailey now to kick this one away. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right there around the 35-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. As he'll be marked down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. This time, Ryan will throw. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 57 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. Now Ryan. And it'll be 2nd and 12. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Julio Jones is off to a monster first half, but still, can he reach what he did against the Panthers in 2016? Didn't he go for a cool 300 in that game?
On the dot in week 4. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking. Beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott sliding out of the pocket. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Here's Elliott. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
First down, a run with McFadden. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Cowboys on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Play action now. Prescott rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dez Bryant as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Bailey now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Justin Hardy. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 29. And here now come the Falcons. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Elliott. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Elliott. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Out left side here to Bryant. 18 yards on the pickup there. And that leads to a Dallas 1st down. Toss left to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Dak Prescott's Cowboys going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Dancing away at the 35. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That good for 19 and a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third level.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, it's Elliott, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Elliott. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 49 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 77 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Tyrone Crawford able to drop him for a loss of 4. Bortles to throw on second down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Fournette, a first down carry. Fournette fighting through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I love it. A scout told me that with his running style, this guy's always the hammer, never the nail, but also has the ability to break it off big, too.
I was on the field for a game he had last year at LSU, and there were some college boys warming up. And then Leonard Fournette walked in. He is a man.
Full grown.
Bortles now on first down. Going up top. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gardner. 8 yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. They'll give to Elliott, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On the counter, Elliott. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
On play action, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Miles Jack coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Well, pressure gets to him again. Avery Jones. He's the one to get in this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Jaguars, Marquise Lee. And it's fielded at the 34.
Missed.
It will not go down. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Lee's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Throw here's incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing, timing, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there. Threw it behind him. Second down now after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On first down, Bortles. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, it's Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the... It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 57 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half. Well, there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Bortles now on first down. Runs through the contact. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offense has it first and 10. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Steps away to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing is Bortles. That is caught inside the 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. A final shot before half for Bortles. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Blake Bortles as time expires in the first half. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Bortles going to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And he's got it to Hearns. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the 1st down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Bortles. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Bortles simply cannot keep putting his defense in these types of predicaments. He's got to take care of the football.
And last season, a lot of the turnovers, just like this one, in Jags territory, 11 of the 16 really put them in a tough spot in plus territory for the opposition. And he is knocked down from the side at the 18-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And before the offense gets cranking again, let's talk about the Madden Classic. The first EA Major, the 2018 season happened. It's in the books. And Skimbo won it all again, his 2nd title.
Yeah, and how about that? That's his real name, too. Michael Skimbo. But he goes by Skimbo as his gamer name. Wins it all. Came out on top. Was it 24-20 against Raydell Joke Brito. So a heck of a final right there. Skimbo not only takes home $25,000, he takes home the belt, which I think might be more important to him. That tangible symbol of being the top player in the game.
Yeah, but $25K, that's more important to me. I should have played more video games as a kid.
Yeah, you should have. You and I combined, we're not getting a quarter off any of these guys, let alone winning a game.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now.
Now Bortles again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Final minute now of the third quarter. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse.
This is caught inside the 15. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davis...
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there when you see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to carry the football really well and continue.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. Able to slither by. And now running right through it.
Anytime you field a kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now Bortles. Over the middle, complete. That's Lee. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Bortles. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Now Bortles. Space to maneuver at the 40. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lee. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeves. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. On second down, here's Bortles. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Bortles to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, over-excited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Now we go now. Green, 39. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Bortles to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Lee. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Second and goal from the 7. They'll give Fournette another crack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
So now the onus will fall on the shoulders of Josh Lambo. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And that is going to be no good. He pushed it wide to the right. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Bortles throwing on second down. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lee. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Fresh set of downs here. Now a play fake here on first down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. Now Bortles. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1. Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Bortles now to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Bortles. Forced out to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. David Irving able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. So the D gets the sack on first, and now it brings up second down. To throw is Bortles. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. From the gun, it's Bortles. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get